I was diagnosed in '04 with a disease called degenerative disc disease, 5, 6, and 7 on my neck. I had pain going all the way down into my arm. My fingers were numb. I couldn't lift my arm. I had a lot of headaches, extremely headaches. I did all kinds of different therapies. I did acupuncture. I tried decompression from a different office, not this one, but it was a different kind. It was like traction. I tried several things. I had 4 epidurals, and the epidurals sometimes would last 3, 4 months. One of them lasted about 6 months, but the last one I got a really bad headache from. So I got a little leery of doing and it wasn't actually fixing my problem. So we saw this infomercial about Dr. Palmer's procedures, and we came down and talked to him. I started in, I believe it was May of '07, and about 3 weeks into it, I started feeling really well, because the first 3 weeks you're going to be sore from all the movement. By the 3rd week, my headaches were starting to go away. My pain in my arm was gone. My fingers were no longer numb. We continued on, and I finished my therapy in 6 weeks, and I was pain-free. Yes, I was diagnosed in '04 with degenerative disc disease of 5, 6, and 7 in my neck. My arm was numb and really burning, hot. My fingers were going numb. I couldn't raise my arm. I couldn't lift objects. I went into all kinds of therapies. I did acupuncture. I did physical therapy. I did traction therapy. I finally ended up doing 4 epidurals, and they all did pretty well, 3 to 6 months. The last one gave me such a headache, I got afraid of doing it again. So we saw this infomercial with Dr. Palmer, and we decided to come and talk to him, and I started procedures in May. And from May and for 6 weeks, I came in 4 times a week. Within the 3rd week, I started feeling relief, and by the 6th week, I was pain-free. And I was very thorough about coming to every single appointment. I also drank all the water they told me, because that was very important, and I iced. Icing is probably the best that they could have done, because when you go home and you have to do all the icing to get the swelling down, and all the herbs that they gave us was wonderful to help with the pain. Oh my gosh. Well, there was I went to a sports medicine. I tried them. I tried the acupuncture. I tried the traction. I tried the shots. You know, there was nothing left other than surgery, and I wasn't going to go for the surgery. I refused. I said, there's got to be some way to fix this rather than just mask it with pain pills that I was living on. I no longer take a pain pill, not one. I no longer have headaches. I no longer have the loss of my fingers. You know, so everything is working better than I expected. The office did an absolutely wonderful job in helping out, getting me back into shape. Oh, the office was awesome. You come in, they were very careful to make sure that what they were doing was not hurting you. They did the ice and the heat therapy on you. They were very concerned. They would come back to the table several times to make sure that you were feeling fine. The office staff you couldn't have asked for anybody better. They were very concerned for us. Oh, definitely. I've already recommended a couple people. I don't know if they started, but I've recommended several, because they've seen me in my church and other areas that I've at, how well I've gotten. Because when I first came in, I was in pain. You could see it. Now I'm working on my back, my lower back. And when I told them what I was doing, they said, gosh, we want to know who this is. And so I definitely would recommend anyone who's thinking about having surgery to come here first. Yes, definitely. Even though the insurance company didn't cover much of it, to me it was well worth it and a lot less evasive than having surgery, and the cost of surgery would have been high. And then I would have been in pain the rest of my life. They fixed the pain. They took it away. I don't have to worry about this anymore. I'm going to Health Source, which is also chiropractic and progressive therapy. I've just finished my time with them. I started in September, and I went 4 days a week, then down to 3, and now I'm down to 2 times a month. What they do is they continually keep my neck in place and help with the muscles by adjusting me, and then I go into progressive therapy to strengthen the muscles. I'm also working on my lower back because I have scoliosis, and my hip would always go out. And they worked on that and finally got it to the point where now I'm wearing a back brace 5 hours a day, and I'm pain-free there too. So I mean, if you continue on with the exercises, even at home, and you do everything that the doctors tell you, it does work. It was recommended by Dr. Palmer because he said that to continue on and keep strengthening my muscles in my neck and would make it a lot easier for me down the road. But if I just stopped here and didn't do anything else, you know, you got to strengthen those muscles that have been put in a different position for so long that if you don't put them in, keep them in place, then you're going to have the same problem. This is the way I feel. So I continually do my exercises at home, and I'm feeling absolutely wonderful. I'm back to work. I haven't been able to work since '04. Well, when I first came in here, my neck was in such pain that all I could do is turn my head this far, and then I'd have to turn my body. Now, if you look, I can turn my neck this way, and I can turn my neck this way. I could never wash my hair by going back because I couldn't reach back and forward. So the range of motion is 100% compared to what it was when I came in. I probably only had about 20% as far as I'm concerned. I couldn't move anything, you know, without pain. And now it's great because I can turn and drive. Driving was the hardest for me. And now everything's back to normal. Thank you, Dr. Palmer.